Yo, you on the way? 5 minutes? Okay. It's been 5 minutes. You? Where you at? 5 more minutes? What? Let's talk about showing up. In life, you're either stuck or you're unstuck. Once you can acknowledge that you're stuck, then you can become unstuck. And the way to become unstuck is to show up. We live in a beautiful time right now. A time period where people are waking up to their senses. And not just your typical senses of touching and hearing and smelling type stuff and tasting. The inner sense. The inner sense of, I am something way more than I have been taught to believe. I have noticed a lot of people are beginning to get a feeling of wanting to change something about their life. The life path that they've been going down in this time period has come to a point where they're at a crossroads or they're at a fork in the road and they're used to just going this way, but their intuition is saying you should go this way. And a lot of people are experiencing that. Showing up in life is meeting life with curiosity, with fascination, with astonishment, with being aware of everything that's going on, not just robotically functioning. Showing up isn't meeting life with anxiety, worry, fear, depression, sadness. That's not showing up. But what's beautiful is if you do have a little bit of fear, you can still show up. Here it is, a beautiful summer day, and you want to go rafting or tubing in the country. Go to a place where they have these tubes and you can float down river the whole day. You could spend 6 hours floating down river. A little cooler floating with you, got your cold beers, enjoying yourself, right? You can do that. All you gotta do is show up. Give the man a couple dollars, he gives you a tube, and you start floating. So life is the same way. Once you start to show up, the river's already there. Life is already there. Life is already flowing. But once you show up and come in tune with that, you start flowing with it. There are a lot of people in this world that are fighting against life. And we have been programmed and forced into that habit to fight against life. You just got to let go. You got to flow with life. Stop trying to swim upstream, fighting against the current. Oh, I just can't get there. I just can't get to where I want to be. I just can't do what I want to do. It's always, I'm just this close, but I never make it. Stop fighting against it. Open yourself up to life. It's already flowing. You just got to show up and flow with it. Don't ask me if this works. I know it works because it works for me. It's been working for me since I opened up to it. Ask the countless number of other people in this world that are waking up and realizing life is way more than what we've been taught. Because they're flowing with life too. This is a greater collective that's happening. And it's amazing. I can't stress enough to you how much my life has turned around because I opened up to just go with life. And you know what I did? What did I do? I just showed up. That's it. That's all I did. You just got to show up. It's so simple. Take note to a toddler. They haven't been programmed yet to forget how to show up. So what do? They naturally just show up. Little kids, all around. They're fascinated by anything. A leaf blowing in the wind. They're fascinated by a cabinet in your kitchen. They want to open the cabinet, close the cabinet, open the cabinet. They just want to play with the door. They just show up and everything amazes them. They're living in that fascination state of mind, that curiosity state of mind. We as adults have to resort back to that showing up state of mind. And we can do it. We just have to consciously bring ourselves back to the now moment, make ourselves aware of life, and then open up to everything that's around us. Now, showing up can mean so much more than just flowing with the river. Showing up in the now moment, in your daily life, there's so many smaller experiences that you can show up to and then start to open yourself up more and more, little by little, and then it'll be like this wide open, hey man, everything's open up to you now because you opened up all the smaller doors. So let's think of some simple things that you can show up to. Showing up is as simple as waking up in the morning and getting out of bed. Showing up is being impeccable with your word. Showing up is you saying you're going to do something and then acting upon it and doing it. Showing up is when you're doing something, completing something that you commit to. Say you join a sports team. A few games into the season, I don't really like this sport anymore. Showing up is continuing out that season until it's finished and then deciding not to start it again next year. Showing up is communicating with your friends. Hey, I'm not going to be able to make it today even though I said I could. You may not be able to make it to this event with your friends in the physical form, but you still showed up in life by communicating with them. If you're a man, showing up is getting a woman pregnant and then staying with that woman through her pregnancy and raising those children as a father. That's showing up as a man. Showing up means it's never too late to start something that you wanted to do in life. Showing up means you're never too old to create your dreams you've always had. Also, showing up is you showing up just as you are in the time period that you exist in. You don't have to try to be something else to show up somewhere. Show up as you are in this moment to wherever you're going. Once you begin to show up in life and fulfill your purpose and find your lane, your stream, showing up also means you taking your lane and owning that lane with confidence, with pride that, hey, I have shown up in life and now I am creating my own reality. You own that. Have no fear, have no anxiety, have no worries. Be happy. When you show up just as you are in the energy you exist in to whatever you're approaching in life, it keeps you a little bit more relaxed, keeps you in that natural state that you're already in. It doesn't take your mind off of the outcome of something or the what ifs or the assumptions of the situation. It keeps you in the now moment when you show up as you are. So do you want to show up in life? Because ultimately, you're showing up for yourself. So what can we do to start showing up and ingraining that new habit into our lifestyle? Let's start with a 7-day challenge. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a piece of paper and get a pen. And on that piece of paper, I want you to write 7 numbers, make a list, 7 things. Each day, I want you to put a task on there that you're going to accomplish. And all you got to do is show up each day. Say the first day you want to go to the corner store and buy somebody's coffee for them. Well, write that down. And then tomorrow, you go down to the store in the morning, show up at the store with a couple extra bucks, and put a smile on somebody's face. Say you want to go visit somebody you haven't seen in a year. Well, in 2 days, you're going to take that trip. You're going to call them up, say, hey, I'm coming over. And all you got to do is get in the car and drive to their house and show up at their front door. So make a list of 7 things you want to do for the next 7 days where all you got to do is show up each time. I'm about to go take a walk. Who wants to come show up and walk with me? It's not about just today being the day if you want it to be. It's about right now being right now if you want it to be. All you got to do is show up. Think about it. You will become unstuck in life once you show up and become aware of the amazement that surrounds you in this amazing world. PTPishere.com. I love you guys.